Coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On first down, Patterson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
60 outlaw, 64. Get it.
To throw on third down, Patterson, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11. White.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Garoppolo now.
I'm going back to you.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Bravo.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere. He'll lose about 3 on the play. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Got it.
Check Mike 45.
Move.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know.
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, echo. 52. I know. Ready?
On 3rd down, Patterson. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
21.
Watch QB's up.
11.
Watch 20.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
2.
Off the play fake. Patterson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Patterson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Check safety. He's crashing.
Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
get this on 1st and goal. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Looking to throw. Patterson. He'll let this. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons! The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 13, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Patterson finding Gabriel, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Charlie. Step.
On first and 10, Patterson, and that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw again, Patterson. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson looking deep for Gabriel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
One, Omaha.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo. Complete to Jones. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
21. Here we go.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, deep.
Topper.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. And that will force a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll run with Elliott. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio's still down right now. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This pass complete to Higgins. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
You ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw on 3rd down, Patterson. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 99.
Lock.
Mike 55. Mike 50. Smooth. All day, punk. Mike 55. Check 55.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 10. Not today, you are. Not today.
1, Omaha.
Alert 3.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He's going to fight. This is caught at the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
6, 12, 5.
He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
13.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
X3, 218, chopper. Mike Alpha.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 45 is the mark. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Hey, box truck.
Mike 45. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
45.
On fourth down, Patterson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Atlanta, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you like challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I come to right. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like no schools. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies I done grabbed if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the